ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਓਨਟਾਰੀਓ ਦੇ ਨਿਊ ਡੈਮੋਕ੍ਰੇਟਸ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਿੰਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ 10 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਸਥਾਈ ਪੇਡ ਸਿਕ ਲੀਵ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਸਥਾਪਿਤ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਮੰਗ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਮੰਕੀ ਪਾਕਸ ਅਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਛੂਤ ਦੀਆਂ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਫੈਲਣ ਨੂੰ ਸੀਮਿਤ ਕਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਦਦ ਕਰੇਗਾ। ਐਨਡੀਪੀ ਵਿਧਾਇਕ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟੀਨ ਵੌਂਗਟੈਮ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੰਕੀ ਪਾਕਸ ਨਾਲ ਬਿਮਾਰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਲਈ ਅਲੱਗ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਸਿਫਾਰਿਸ਼ 21 ਦਿਨ ਜਾਂ ਸੰਭਾਵੀ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਵੱਧ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ।
This weekend, the World Health Organization declared the worldwide spread of monkeypox a health emergency, a global health emergency. As many of you know, monkeypox is a viral infection that can cause fever, muscle aches, backache, swollen lymph nodes, chills, exhaustion, lesion, and rashes. It is very, very painful. While monkeypox has recently been reported for its transmission through sex, it is not exclusively transmitted through sexual contact. It can be spread through droplets and non-sexual skin-to-skin contact and contaminated objects. We live and work in a city that is incredibly dense and populated. The majority of us live with someone else. We live with community members, we live with roommates, we live with family. Sharing towels, sharing sofa seats, sharing utensils, sharing even clothes, fabric. Monkeypox can spread through all of those objects. And to keep everyone safe and healthy, monkeypox cannot be happening at a worse time for my constituents in Toronto Centre. Toronto Centre is home to the Church and Wellesley Village, which has been the epicenter of the HIV/AIDS pandemic. Not to mention economic hardship that Church Street businesses have endured, like many others in Ontario through the COVID-19 pandemic. The last thing small businesses in Ontario and small businesses in Toronto Centre need is another pandemic. Cafes, bars, clubs, bathhouses, restaurants are all struggling to stay afloat after the many years of COVID. We do not need another virus to make people afraid from hugging their neighbors. While our gyms, pools, recreation centers, and community centers are continuing to welcome back their guests, their customers, while our bars are starting to finally break even and potentially turn a profit to recover from the loss that they've endured during the pandemic shutdowns, while we gather together to watch parties and events, to watch basketball games, to watch soccer games, to cheer on our favorite players in tennis matches, to even watch Canada's drag race, we are coming back together again. And at the same time, the healthcare system is on the verge of collapse. The COVID pandemic took hospital wait times from bad to worse. Action like Doug Ford's cut to nurse wages fell far below the inflation through Bill 124, which meant the healthcare sector is bleeding healthcare workers regularly, daily. Every week for the last few weeks, my office has received an email or phone call from a constituent who cannot find a family doctor, from a constituent who is a nurse who's burnt out and leaving the profession, or a neighbor who's horrified to learn that their vital surgery has been delayed again, months and possibly over a year away now. Does anyone really think that our hospitals are ready and staffed properly and fully to manage a new emerging infectious disease?